What's up, fight fans? What's going on out there? It's the homie, main man, made man in the building. Y'all know how I get down. We talking boxing, going down every Wednesday, every Saturday here on Main Man, Made Man's Boxing. You know what I'm saying? Now, I want to talk about a specific subject in this particular live stream. I don't even know if this video is even meant to be a live stream. This should honestly be done in vid form, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? And I want to speak about my main man Bomb Squad in this particular video. And the reason I want to speak on Bomb Squad is I just took in an article I read it about that Anthony Joshua was given, and he asked the golden question. And I've had people even come to me asking this golden question: Main man, made man, why did it take 40 fights, or why is it we at 40 plus fights and Deontay Wilder has not unified? What the hell is going on, main man? Is he good or isn't he? Is he your king or not? You know what I'm saying? Y'all keep talking about he that dude, but yet he ain't unified. What the hell is going on with Bomb Squad? Huh? What's going on with him? AJ got all the belts. Oh my God, but that's your guy. Well, the answer is very, very simple. But to get that answer, fight fans, we gonna have to go back some time. We gonna go deep and we gonna keep it factual. Exactly why Deontay Wilder has not unified at this particular point. Now, what I tend to believe, and hopefully once you get to the end of the story, maybe you'll have a belief of it too. I tend to believe a game of keep away was played. You know what I'm saying? This was done intentionally. There's a lot of things about this situation that never gets talked about, but we gonna cover it right here, right here. You know what I'm saying? I got Chin Smoke in the building, Media One Software in the building, Muhammad Ali in the building, Lion Bar in the building. So the UK is definitely in the building. So I'm glad to know. You know what I'm saying? That's good to know. So let's go back. 2015, fight fans. Now, 2015 was a very, very pivotal year in the heavyweight division for two main reasons that don't get nearly enough coverage. And the two main reasons are simple. There was the breakage of power in boxing got broke down in 2015. The reset button got hit in 2015. What the hell you talking about, main man, made man? Simple. The power of Don King. The power struck, one of the last grips of power that he had on boxing got broken in 2015 when Deontay Wilder beat Bermane Stiverne. You got to remember something. During that time, Don King was still a very powerful figure in the sport of boxing. Hell, Bermane Stiverne had fought Chris Arreola for no belt, and in the very next fight fought Chris Arreola for the WBC Heavyweight Championship. That goes to show you the power of Don King at that time. But that power got broken when Bermane Stiverne lost the WBC championship to Deontay Wilder. On the promotion side, on the fighter side, that's the same year that Vladimir Klitschko, 11-year reigning champion, was defeated by Tyson Fury, November of 2015. So the power structure of Vladimir Klitschko got broken down, as well as Don King got broken down. So we're at the reset button right here. We got a WBC champion in Deontay Wilder at this point. Now, at this point, Deontay Wilder's on his like 33rd fight. You know what I'm saying? And he's finally getting a world championship fight. And I know UK, it took Anthony Joshua 18, 19 fights or whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? But Deontay Wilder was on like his 33rd fight somewhere up in there. But his big step up had already came in two fights prior to that against Malik Scott. Now, it ain't my fault that Malik Scott wanted to be an actor. He wanted to go to Hollywood. He didn't take the fight serious, and he went in there and laid the fuck down. Whatever. That was supposed to be Deontay Wilder's big step up. Now, this is the thing. That year, in 2015, Deontay Wilder, at that time, this is Klitschko prior to him fighting Tyson Fury. The question started being poured Deontay Wilder's way is, what's up, man? Are you, the WBC champion, going now go try to face Vladimir Klitschko? And everybody who was in the know at that, everybody that was paying attention to boxing during that time was in the know that Shelly Finkel, the manager of Deontay Wilder, and the then manager also, and has a working relationship with Vladimir Klitschko. So everyone thought that shit is in the bizzag. You know what I'm saying? It's in the bag. An epic failure happened that year. They didn't make that fight happen. And come around to April of 2015, Vladimir Klitschko started talking about mandatories. Now, Deontay Wilder and Vladimir Klitschko were on the same page during that time, believe it or not. They were giving interviews to Deontay Wilder. Hold on. They were giving interviews to Deontay Wilder in 2015, and he was speaking on this. I got a quote pulled up from Deontay Wilder. 1 second, fight fans. And this is from USA Today. USA Today. You know what I'm saying? This is from Mike Carpenter of USA Today. All right, here we go. Here we go. He says, according to Deontay Wilder, and I quote, "I think the Klitschko fight could be next year. It all depends on him clearing all of his mandatories in a proper manner of time. It's not going to be a long, drawn-out process. It's not going to be a 5 or 6 year drawn-out process. Everybody wants it. I want it. He wants it. He's going to come to America to do this fight. I'm satisfied. That fight is definitely going to happen. And when it happens, it's going to be one of the biggest fights in heavyweight history." I'm going to get to that line, bar. Give me 1 minute. And so you clearly see during that time, Deontay Wilder, after defeating Bermane Stiverne, was looking forward to facing Vladimir Klitschko next year. Somebody, I don't know if it was Shelly Finkel, I don't know who it was, got to Wilder and say, well, this is the plan. Because Wilder was already telling you at the time, I'm facing Klitschko next year. Let him clear up all his mandatory stuff. At that time, Klitschko was coming off fighting the mandatory against Brian Jennings, right? And he was then ordered in April of 2015 by the WBA to go and face Tyson Fury at the end of that year. So the thing is, listening to the talk of Deontay Wilder, seeing what the WBA had did with Vladimir Klitschko, and include this, during that time, and I'm hard-pressed to find it right now, there was a quote floating around from Shelly Finkel. And Shelly Finkel said at that time, he did not believe that Deontay Wilder would have been ready for Vladimir Klitschko. Yeah, I ain't forget about that, UK. I remember that. But the thing is this. I would normally call bullshit on stuff like that. Like, yo, man, they just protecting somebody. They doing this, they doing that. But then when you look at Deontay Wilder's fights in 2015, he fought 3 times. When the last time we seen Deontay Wilder fight 3 times? Usually when they're putting fighters in the ring 3 times in a year, truly they don't believe that this guy is quite that guy yet. That's what that shows me. That year he fought Bermane Stiverne, John Molina, and Johan Duhaupas. Those were easy touches, those last 2, I will admit. But clearly somebody over there didn't believe. And maybe it was Shelly Finkel because he clearly said it. And truth be told, he has a point. Deontay Wilder has 35 amateur fights, fight fans. He got a late start in boxing. He didn't start boxing almost till he was damn near a grown man. So maybe his people said, well, you know, we gave him Malik Scott. Yeah, and he went 12 rounds with Bermane Stiverne. Let's let him get a little bit more better before we throw him in there with Klitschko. The problem is, I'm not trying to defend him, bro. I'm just telling you the story. Let's get to the end first. The problem is, Tyson Fury came around and beat Vladimir Klitschko. So if Deontay Wilder was looking forward to a fight with Klitschko in the following year, clearly he was very excited given by this USA Today article. Klitschko got beat. Tyson Fury wins the belts. What does Tyson Fury do? Gets on the first thing smoking and he comes to America. And he gets into Deontay Wilder's face. So now Tyson Fury got all the belts. Tyson Fury beat Vladimir Klitschko in November of 2015. That is just 10 months prior to Deontay Wilder beating Bermane Stiverne. What happens after that? Tyson Fury's situation comes into play. His investigation, right? He gets suspended. He loses his boxing license. The titles are vacated. They're gone every fucking way. During this time, there's a promoter over in the UK by the name of Eddie Hearn. And Eddie Hearn is working on something big on the low. What is Eddie Hearn doing? Eddie Hearn is over there building something. He's got a fighter that he keeps telling everybody. And I'm looking at this guy. He's clean cut. He doesn't got a hair on his face barely at that time. Nice low Clean cut, haircut, always dressing all preppy like at that time. Who the fuck is this dude? Eddie's like, this is the next dude. I'm building him. He's clean cut. All right? I'm putting him in arenas. I'm putting marketing dollars in him left and right. I believe in this man. I'm pouring dollars in him left and right. I'm attracting sponsors to this man. The man's name is building in the UK. He's building. So now the belts are all scattered. Eddie Hearn is at this point now is looking and saying, well, Don King is out the way. The old guards are gone. It's time for me to earn my spot right the fuck now. He already then built the name for himself, dealing with Carl Froch, seeing what he did with Carl Froch and George Groves. People were blown away from that shit. This dude is packing 80,000 in fucking Wembley. And what happens? Eddie's name is traveling, it's moving. He's packing the house. He can pack it out in the UK. He got this star that he's raising to attract sponsors and everything. He's clean cut, everything. So what happens? Well, one of those belts that scurried away from Tyson Fury ends up as the IBF. It's vacated. So who gets to fight for that belt? Charles Martin. Charles Martin gets to fight Glasscoff. Glasscoff has a freakish accident during the fight. Charles Martin wins the fight. He is now the IBF champion. Charles Martin is an Al Heyman fighter. The advisor also of Deontay Wilder. Al Heyman's job is to advise his fighter to go after the best opportunity. Yes, the best opportunity for his other fighter will be to put this guy against this guy, but the best opportunity for this guy is to go across the water and make $5 million to do nothing. Could they have paid him that? Should they have paid him that? Maybe so. Could they? I don't know. But they didn't. And it was Charles Martin's decision to say, Al, you work for me. You're my advisor, and I want this opportunity. I don't want to fight Deontay Wilder. They have built this guy across the water over here that's packing out the house. They saying they got a big bag of money for me over there. I want to go over there. I was like, yo, man, what's up with Deontay, though? Deontay's like right here, man. He's a world champion, unification fight. We could do it all under the same umbrella. Bada bing, bada boom. He like, hell nah. I'm going over here to see what's up with this dude. The bag over here. Fuck all that bada bing, bada boom shit. The bag is over here. Thumbs up for the fam. The bag is over here. So he walks on across the water, and he goes and fight Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua beats Charles Martin. Anthony Joshua now has the IBF world champion. He's now an attraction. He is now a world champion. Salute to Eddie Hearn for building his attraction. I don't act like that. I obligated it at the time because I seen for what it was. But he did what he had supposed to do as a promoter. He built himself an attraction. Cool. Charles Martin goes over there and loses. Now Klitschko. At this point, Klitschko is still hanging around boxing. There's some talks of Klitschko. Klitschko is like, he don't have a belt. No, I don't got a belt. I lost him to Tyson Fury. But I got a cozy relationship with the WBA. Hey, yo, WBA, what's up, man? I lost the WBA Super Championship against Tyson Fury. Yeah, Tyson Fury got stripped or vacated or whatever. Yeah, I understand I'm not a world champion, but we go way back. Look, this is what I need y'all to do. Let me get that WBA championship, right? Though I don't have it and I just lost it, let me get it and put it in the fight between me and AJ. AJ is not ranked in the WBA because he's a world champion, granted. But at the end of the day, I still think that me and you go way back. Let me get that belt and put it in this fight. WBA say, you know what? Damn, Joshua commands a lot of money and attention. Klitschko commands a lot of money and attention. That's a big fucking fight. You damn Skippy. Here, take the belt. They threw the belt in that fight, and now AJ beats Vladimir Klitschko. I'm not getting into the fight, how good it was, yada, yada, yada. He beats Vladimir Klitschko, gets the WBA Super Championship, was that IBO thing, and also the IBF at this point. Joseph Parker. At this point, Deontay Wilder is now calling out everybody. All right, got it. I got my 3 fights in 2015 out the way. They talking about I got to fight Alexander Povetkin as a mandatory. Cool. Alexander Povetkin want to put a needle up his ass. What's up? Who wants to fight? Joseph Parker, what's goody? Joseph Parker got the WBO championship. Joseph Parker's people, because they had a fight in Alabama at that time. Joseph Parker's people came and had a verbal contract with Deontay Wilder. The interview still stands, fight fans. The interview is still up there. It's on the Boxing Voice. Deontay Wilder explains this. Oh, man, my man G. Benson in the super chat. Hold on, fam. Martin took the most money, which you can't blame him. But Heyman should have paid Martin because that one move shaped the landscape of the current heavyweight boxing. I agree. They should have gave Martin the money. I don't deny that. I would not sit here and act like that's the wrong thing to say. They should have gave Martin the money. They should have gave. And I wish Shelly Finkel could have pulled bigger strings with Klitschko, but it is what it is. Now, Joseph Parker, like I said, Wilder on a Boxing Voice interview explains and goes down through the whole thing how he had a verbal agreement with Joseph Parker's people. Like, yo, man, we're going to make this happen for the WBA, like unification fight. Bam. But what does Joseph Parker do? He does an about face and says, nah, that's okay. They got the money. They got the star. They telling me they going to pay me this. And even if I lose, I can still do this, and this. Look what Joseph Parker's fighting at today, fight fans. Under all Matchroom. Everything he's doing is with Matchroom. Y'all think that ain't by design? This man is telling me if I fight their star for the big bag of money, I'll still be good even if I lose. Even though I got a verbal agreement with Deontay Wilder, forget that. He's just the guy from Alabama. Oh, okay. So what does Joseph Parker do? I'm heading right on over here to make my money. Loses to Anthony Joshua. Now Anthony Joshua basically got all of the belts at this point, with the exception of the WBC. And we all know throughout of these years that we're talking, there was many call-outs from Deontay Wilder to Anthony Joshua. At any moment when you're ready, let's make the fight happen. Many deals crossed the table. I'm not getting into that mess right now. Deals crossed the table. Some were accepted. Some were refused. They could never make a fucking fight. Politics. So now here we are. Joseph Parker now took his belt on over there to AJ. Everybody took their belt. Charles Martin ran over there, took his belt on over there to AJ. You know, nobody's answering the call for Deontay Wilder. He's saying he wanted to face Joseph Parker. No dice. Alexander Povetkin wanted to put a needle up his ass. No dice. Nobody wants to fight Deontay Wilder. Klitschko, Wilder's team dropped the ball, but Klitschko ran where the money was at. Charles Martin, Wilder's team dropped the ball, but Charles Martin ran to where the money was at. That's just stuff. See, y'all try to make it like Deontay Wilder didn't want to unify because it's just a simple notion of this is where the money is. This is where the attention is, 80 fucking thousand people. This is where I'm going. It ain't because Wilder didn't want it. At every turn, in every year that passed, Wilder was full of call-outs to everybody. You can pull up 1,000 articles. He's called out everybody you say he hasn't. All of them. All of them. Coach Qatar says, did Wilder send any contract to anyone or social media call-out? Bro, at the end of the day, they didn't want to fight him. You give me some evidence that any of those dudes wanted to fight Deontay Wilder. You won't find it. You won't find them calling out Wilder. You won't find it. It's like you sit back and say, well, what has Wilder done to make these fights? Has he sent the contract? Do I know if maybe he has? I don't know. You don't know. Everything don't make the fucking news, bro. These reporters don't cover everything in boxing. They just recover the sensational shit. There's a lot of stuff about boxing you don't know, I don't know. We don't know what kind of communication was going on behind the scenes. Stop trying to assume there was none. But at the end of the day, these folks, I'm not Dillian White, bro, don't get me started. These people, in one way or another, all chose to go after money and fame, as opposed to going now after legacy and being in a position of power. So let's fast forward. Let's go some more. AJ got all the belts. Wilder's been calling out people. His team dropped the ball in some instances. It is what it is. We're moving forward. Tyson Fury now comes back to boxing. Tyson Fury is considered the lineal champion because that version that AJ beat was not the lineal champion. That was a defeated champion. You know what I'm saying? Tyson Fury was the guy that beat the man that beat the man. So Fury is the one that should have gotten all the accolades, but he didn't. They gave him all to AJ. Fury should have got him. But anyway, Fury's back. He is still respected as the lineal champion because he actually beat the man. And who does Tyson Fury looks to make a fight with? Surprisingly. And none of us even believed that it was going to happen. Deontay Wilder. We like, oh shit. What makes that so significant, fight fans? What makes that so significant? AJ turned up to another level after he beat Vladimir Klitschko. Still a defeated fighter, but Klitschko still had that name prestige and that recognition. And on top of that, he's a huge star from where he's from. AJ got that bump from Klitschko. The most scariest thing for Eddie Hearn in Matchroom is when Deontay Wilder stated that he was going to face Tyson Fury. That scared the living dog crap because that is an actual threat. That fight, the winner of that fight, will be perceived. It could be perceived as the better fighter. And that is something that AJ has never been really kind of threat. You know, they can easily deceive the UK and say, Wilder's fighting Duhaupas. He's fighting Ortiz. He's 40 years old. But when you say he's fighting Tyson Fury, that's when people got to stop for a minute and say, hold on. Now, that's one thing to fight those dudes. But now you're telling me he's fighting Tyson Fury? Hold the fuck up. Give that man $100 million now. Because after Deontay Wilder defeats Tyson Fury, the same way that AJ got that one level up, he got the mushroom in Mario World, and he grew up. If Deontay Wilder knocks out Tyson Fury, if that win would have stuck, if he would have beat him, then Deontay Wilder would have ate his mushroom. And that would have minimized AJ beyond belief. And that is something that Eddie Hearn can't let happen. Just can't let happen. Just can't let that happen. So they play this game. They keep us arguing. They go back and forth. This is all a game of bullshit and dominance. You know what I'm saying? When Deontay Wilder defeats Tyson Fury, if he defeats Tyson Fury in February, this is the reason you got your boy Eddie Hearn running around saying, oh, 50-50 now. This is the reason you seeing deals go from 12 million to literally 120 million. How much of an upgrade is that? And what did Deontay Wilder do any different to get that deal changed from 12 to 120? The only thing he did different was fight Tyson Fury. And now he's a star. Now people know him, right? All that work that Tyson Fury is out there doing, supposedly building his name. This is why you don't see no world press conference, no tour, or no press conferences. They say they canceled it. And Eddie Hearn's like, what the hell? Because Tyson Fury these last few months has been a walking promo machine, allegedly. Deontay Wilder ain't got to do shit. All I got to do is let all that shit, that money that they're pouring in him for marketing and getting his name, it all comes back to me. They're marketing him on a fight with me. I don't have to do jack shit but sit here and let Fury bring me the bag. So that's the reason, fight fans. That's why he hasn't unified. Because Eddie Hearn did a great job in building Anthony Joshua into what he is. But he attracts money. He attracts attention. But at the end of the day, would you rather be this attractive, attention-grabbing guy and still not be considered the #1 heavyweight? Because if Deontay Wilder beats Tyson Fury, who's the lineal champion, Deontay Wilder will be considered the lineal champion and the WBC champion, and that it will look back and say his victories over Tyson Fury and Luis Ortiz, well, that may trump everything that's been done on AJ's resume, which would effectively put Deontay Wilder without argument nor debate as the #1 heavyweight champion in the world. And then let's see. You don't have to. Let's see how easy the unification coming in. Let's see. So there you have it, fight fans. I'm sure I've been called everything but a child of God in the comment section. I can imagine all of the, oh, you're lying, you're going wrong here, you're going wrong here. Let me just flip through here. Let's see, let's see, let's see, let's see. Where do I begin? All right, let's see, man. JD say, why should Fury get the accolades when he is a drug cheat and he didn't defend his belts once? Because, man, he actually did what you're supposed to do to win the lineal championship, bro. Those little things that you just named, those are not the criteria of winning. You beat the lineal, period. Period. That's as far as it goes. You beat the lineal. When they said he was a drug cheat, they didn't say he was a drug cheat in the Klitschko fight. They said he was a drug cheat in the fight prior. So, I mean, the fact of the matter is the UK allowed him to go and fight. With their messed up drug processes over there, they allowed him to go and fight. So he beat Klitschko. They allowed him to fight, like they saying with Dillian White, right? They allowed him to fight, so it's all good. They allowed him to fight. He beat Klitschko. He is the lineal. There is no other criteria outside of that. People be trying to add stuff on there. You know what I'm saying? Come on. Come on. Let's see. He picked Fury because Fury was 30% fit. Last I checked, Fury wanted him. Where we going, Coach Qatar? You forget that, like I just told you in the story. When Tyson Fury beat Vladimir Klitschko, he did not run to AJ. He ran to Wilder. You know what I mean? On top of that, on Tyson Fury's return, he attempted to sign with Matchroom. He attempted to get with Eddie. He did want the AJ fight, but it fell apart. All right? There was a difference, bad communication, whatever. It fell apart. He then pivoted to Wilder. So let's not make it like Wilder was picking on some drug dude who was losing weight enough. He came barking around here. You did. He did that. And now he gonna get what he wanted. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is. That's all it is. That's all it is. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. All right, we're not going to read that. Y'all going all the way in. Now, y'all going all the way in. Let's see. Let's see. Line Boss says, AJ has an exclusive UK broadcasting deal with Sky Sports. He cannot fight on BT Sports. However, it was Frank Warren and BT Sports who were putting up the $50 million to stop it with the $50 million nonsense. See, this is what I don't understand when y'all speak about Frank Warren, Line Boss. Well, I can do a video one day on Frank Warren and everyone says, oh, Fish Eyes is a big liar. Why do you believe anything that Fish Eyes say? Well, I can't believe you, man. You know you shouldn't make a video based on what old Fish Eyes say. But then when I turn around and I say, well, Fish Eyes says this, and or should I say, when y'all see Fish Eyes saying this, oh, it's fact now. Oh, you take it as fact. He said he provided the $50 million, so let's believe old Fish Eyes. No, my thing is this. You talking about Al Heyman. We've had this already, Limebao. You talking about a man that has connections in the entertainment world to people that you would never believe. I've seen social media posts of Deontay Wilder literally on one side having LL Cool J and on the other side having Dr. Dre. I believe that Dr. Dre just won like the biggest like paid musician of the decade or some shit like that. So you telling me would have kept rubbing shoulders with people like that, they couldn't have found $50 million? Riddle me that. Come on, bro. Like, we don't know where the $50 million was coming, but to act like that Al Heyman can't touch $50 million, that is just being totally off, dog. Like, I don't know where it was coming from. I know Frank Warren wanted to chime into the situation. Frank Warren was looking for relevancy at that time, and you see he found it in the name of Bob Arum. You know what I'm saying? That I do know. I do know that every time something big goes on, Frank Warren is trying to get his name in there somehow, some way. I don't know if Frank Warren was going to provide that money. What the hell did Frank Warren have to do with Deontay Wilder during that time? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I just don't know. I just don't know. I got Dan the Man Boxing in the building. Salute, fam. Fury actually called Wilder and had a conversation with him to make the fight. Exactly. That was Fury being proactive. You know what I'm saying? We ain't going to make it like Wilder was picking on some sick patient or picking on a 30% Fury, as they say. Nah. How many defenses does Fury has to be applauded for? That's not the criteria of winning the lineal, JD. The fact of the matter was he was the lineal. You show me in the where it says to become the lineal champion, you have to beat the lineal champion and then defend your belts X amount of times. Show me that. Now, show me that. I don't know. You know, it don't matter. The point that you missing is the fact that he was the lineal. He was the man that beat the man. He was the man that beat an 11-year reigning champion. That's the only criteria you need, fam. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Counterpunch. Taking photos with celebrities doesn't mean his business is doing numbers. Taking pictures with celebrities is for Instagram and fanboys. Well, funny that you say that because I haven't seen those pictures since. I mean, look, man, all I'm telling you is this. If you rubbing shoulders and you walking in certain circles, you know what I'm saying? You telling me, if you tell these people that you got a massive investment opportunity, which in that fight, it's a massive investment opportunity. If I'm a businessman, multi-millionaire, and Deontay Wilder say, look, man, kick in 10 million in this pot real quick, man. We're going to try to send this bag over to Joshua and make a fight. You're going to get this amount back. Bro, here go your 10 million because I know that's a winner. Because I know that's a winner. Come on, bro. They take that fight to any investor anywhere, they gonna do it. Look at Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia ready to empty the bag for that fight. Come on, bro. And this is Al Heyman, bro. Do you know how his connections, how deep they go? Dog, you talking 50 million to a walking boss like Al Heyman, who was well paid, had notoriety long before he even thought about entering boxing. Boxing is the second hustle. There's other hustles on Al Heyman, bro. Come on, man. Get out of here. You know what I'm saying? Get out of here. Oh, salute. Linebar, it's all love. I'm just passionate, fam. You know that. Man, you my man all day. You know what I'm saying? Hit that like button for the fam, man. Hit that thumbs up for me, man. Well, let's not talk about Warren. What type of deal in boxing is a 24-hour deal with a verbal agreement without terms? That's Frank Warren for you, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm saying. So y'all believe in that guy as this one that's saying he had the $50 million. I didn't believe it. You know what I mean? But it is what it is, man. But the point of the matter is, Deontay Wilder, La D in the building. Salute, Queen. The fact of the matter is simple, man, is that Wilder not being able to unify was not because of anything that Wilder didn't want. Wilder didn't unify because, truth be told, Eddie Hearn did a good job at building Anthony Joshua, which attracted the other fighters to want to fight Joshua as opposed to fight Wilder. But y'all try to make it like Wilder just didn't want to have nothing to do with it. 2015, when Shelly Finkel said, oh, well, I don't think Deontay Wilder is ready for Klitschko. What did they do? They put him in the ring 3 times that year to show you they were trying to get him better. That's just what happened. That's just what happened. So now, here we are at a point, like I'm thinking after this Fury fight, yo, Wilder's going to be the man. Wilder's going to be the man. And watch how many fighters start pouring his way when they start hearing about the numbers he clocking in fights. Oh, yeah. Fury gave him a good bump, but that was off a draw. What happens if he knocks Fury out for real? That's all I'm asking. Thumbs up for the fam, fight fans. Thumbs up for the fam, man. That is to me, you know, a whole breakdown of it right there, man. Yo, man, I can't fault Wilder. And listening to how he's talking, yo, he told you, I'm down for whatever. He's still letting it be known, down for whatever. You know what I'm saying? Let's just make the terms fair. Let's make them right. And now, see, back then, they had, believe it or not, an easier chance of getting Wilder. It was easy. He was the guy from Alabama. There was no Tyson Fury. Now we are post-Tyson Fury, and Wilder is a certified Don. You did. Monty Brown TV, my brother is in the building. Anybody who the sound of my voice, man, you bets to be checking out Monty Brown TV, man. They keep bringing up Martin, who we know Wilder will kill, and say he ducked him. But we all know Al was getting Martin the bag from Joshua all day. That's why I try to say, y'all got to understand, man, Al Heyman has an obligation to put his fighter in the best possible position. I am willing to admit that in 2015, Deontay Wilder was nowhere near where Anthony Joshua is. I mean, nowhere near. He had just won his title. So I'm looking at a guy who's selling out venues across like crazy, putting 80,000 in Wimbledon. What the hell you think I'm going to do? Shit, I'm going to go see him. You know what I mean? And they talking about giving me a bigger bag. But it ain't had nothing to do with Wilder. Y'all always want to put this at the feet of Wilder like he didn't want the fight. He wanted the fights. His people didn't want the fights. There's a difference. I got Renee Box Young in the building. You know what I'm saying? All day. I want, World McCray says, I want that fight in December this year, man. I hope so, bro. I hope so. As I told you at this point, man, we running out of road, man. We running out of road. I hear AJ up there talking about Usyk now and all this jazz, man. We running out of road. We don't even talk about no Usyk or no Chisora or Dillian Whites. They got to take a seat. We've been waiting too damn long. UK, y'all been waiting too long too. We all been waiting too long. Damn the Usyk fight. Damn the Pulev fight, truth be told. But I guess there's nothing that they can do about that. But after Tyson Fury Wilder, we need to be getting that fight. Period. You know what I'm saying? We need to be getting that fight. And that's all I'm going to say. So anybody out there who comes to me and tell me that Deontay Wilder didn't want that fight, there's the story right there. And not to mention, like I told you, he had a verbal agreement with Joseph Parker. A verbal agreement in place. No fight. No fight. Once AJ got all them belts, that was it. Now the chances are long gone. Now the chances are long. To be honest with you, a chance for Wilder in the unification has been gone now since what? When did he beat Joseph Parker? Was that 2018? It's been done. It's been kind of dead since then because all the belts are in one place. The chances were much better back then. Much better. Much better. JD says, so Wilder's people didn't want to invest or risk Wilder in unifications. During that time, I admit, they didn't. And those are the words of Shelly Finkel, his manager. I mean, think about it. I just told you, Wilder had 35 amateur fights, bro. 35. You putting a dude in the heavyweight division of 35 amateur fights who got a late start in boxing, and you saying put him in there with an 11-year reigning champion. They try to get the floor up under his feet, but now it's there. You clearly see Wilder was ready to go. I just read the quotes to y'all at the beginning of the video. Wilder was ready to go with Klitschko. He was ready to go. Next year, it's on. See, clearly, Shelly Finkel or Al Heyman must have said, yo, Wilder, next year, you and Klitschko. But this year, we're going to give you Duopar. We're going to give you Molina. Get your feet wet, defend your title a couple times. Next year, we'll give you Klitschko. Because the way he was talking, he was adamant. Just that Tyson Fury fucked the pants up. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. It is what it is, yo. I feel you, Muhammad Ali. It's just a long story. You know, most of us, we boxing aficionados in here, man. So most of us already kind of knew this story anyway. I just wanted to kind of retell it and reiterate it for folks who just be like, man, what is the real story? Because there's a lot of newcomers that come in boxing that truly don't know the story. And they jump into boxing and they hear people saying certain things and they just jump on the bandwagon. You know what I'm saying? Have a clear understanding of exactly what was going on. Power was changing over during those years. People were trying to position themselves to be the next powerful thing. Eddie Hearn was trying to position himself. When they took Don King out the picture, PBC were trying to position themselves. You know what I'm saying? Klitschko got pushed off. Now they were looking for who was going to dominate. It was a tug of war. There's still a tug of war going on. But at this point, we out of road. We out of road. Wilder's always ready to go, says Renee Box Young. I got Bo Mac. You got Bo Mac tonight, Money. So, hey, man, my man Monty doing it bigger than any. Hey, Sade, I don't look at nobody else's interviews no more, fam. I'm looking at yours, bro. Fuck the rest of them, man. Monty got Bo Mac on the night. Look, man, everybody in this chat, go check that interview out tonight, man. Monty has been killing it on the interview scene, man. Ain't nobody on YouTube doing it like Monty, bro. All day. Bo Mac on the scene, I'm in the building all day. Thumbs up, fam. Damn, son. Son doing it real big out here, man. Man, pretty soon you going to be hitting me up, be like, man. Oh, I ain't want to tell you, but I got Earl on the show tonight. And on top of that, I got Mike Tyson coming tomorrow night. I'm going to be like, son. It just don't get no bigger, man. Gonna be lit tonight with Monty. Yes, sir. Everybody be there because your homie will be there all day. Thumbs up on the way out if you didn't hit it on the way in. Much love to everybody that rock with the fam tonight, man. If you just send me for the first time, hit the subscribe button, man. We be cooling over here. I don't give a fuck about your boxing opinion. I don't care who you like. I don't care if you're an AJ fan or whoever fan. Rock with the homie and the homie gonna rock with you. Thumbs up on the way out if you didn't hit it on the way in. Much love to all of y'all, man. And until one, man. Peace out all day.